Dreamers, welcome back to the Dream Green Show. Now listen, I'm not here to waste your time. I'm gonna do a quick technical analysis on 9 stocks that you need to be buying non-stop for around the next 90 days. Now I ain't gonna waste your time at all. We're about to dive straight into it. Now the first one I had brought you guys in my last video that you need to be buying was SoFi. Now I told you guys about SoFi. I had pulled back to this buy zone. We drew out this trend line. It broke the trend line and it traded all the way back up to this next trend line that we had drew out inside of the video, inside the Patreon. We drew this out. So if you took this trade when it broke right here, you could have sold right here and made a lot of money. That was the first one I had brought you guys. You could go check out the other video. The next one was Netflix NFLX that I had told you guys about. I said that Netflix right here was a little bit overbought. It had made a double top. I said it was gonna pull back. Hopefully it'll pull back to this yellow line. If not, then we was looking at this zone right here. So if we was looking at this zone right here where it had got rejected one time, I said this was gonna be a good buy zone. I had told my Discord members right here, if you got in right here, I told you guys about Netflix that, hey, I know it's at $800. I know it's been up to $900, but Netflix, they killed the Beyonce concert. They're doing good with live streaming. They've been doing good with more live sports, and I could see them doing that in 2025. Netflix have absolutely they've been killing it, right? So we took Netflix from here and got in right there and wrote it all the way up. That is a 20% gain since I posted a month ago or something like that. That's a 20% gain. We're looking at the 4-hour chart. Every bar on here represents the last 4 hours of the trading day, and that's crazy. And then the last one I told you guys about was Bros. I said Bros is going dumb right now, right? I said it's only been trending up. That has showed a divergence, but we didn't get in on the divergence because it never broke this downtrend line. Even though Bros is overbought right now on the RSI, it still never broke this downtrend line, and it made a support and resistance zone right here. It had a little bit of resistance, had a hard time breaking, broke above, came back, had a hard time breaking below. So this is a good buy and support zone right here. But I did tell you guys about Bros somewhere around this area right here. It never broke this downtrend line and it continued to trend up, but that earnings call is coming up on Wednesday, February 12th. So keep an eye on Bros. Hopefully for me, I want more Bros. So hopefully it pulls back and then we could get in on Bros. But now to our technical analysis. The very first one on here would be Microsoft MSFT. But if you guys do want more technical analysis like that, consider joining the Dream Team right here. I teach selling options, not buying options, and selling options is perfect for CDL, bus drivers, truck drivers, nurses, doctors, lawyers, teachers, people that cannot look at the charts every single hour of the day. We take out 1 hour on Sunday. We do our Zoom calls. We look at our trades. We set up our trades, and then we're done for the week. We make money. Last month in January, I made around $6,000. It's February right now. I'm already up to $1,000 in profit. So that's $7,000 in total just from 1 hour on the weekend, putting in our trades on Monday, and then we're done. In fact, you could be a monthly trader, put it in on the first of the month and check up on it once a week, all the way to the end of the month. So this gives you back your time. I have video tutorials about how to do the wheel strategy, cash your puts, cover calls, put credit spreads. I have videos over all of that inside the Dream Team, and I also have the 3 pro day traders in there. But guys, if you do want to join the Lucid Dreamer role right here, I know it says $12, but if you click this button right here, it'll take it down to $10 a month. With that $10, you have access to 3 pro day traders that post their option trades every single day. I pay those pro day traders a lot of money, and you're getting them for $10 a month, which is completely insane. That is a steal. $10 a month. You can make $10 in a day. You can make $10. It's cheaper than Netflix. It's cheaper than Hulu. And this will actually help you learn how to make money inside the stock market. And you also get my technical analysis that I post in there and my option trades. And you'll be a part of a community of investors that want to be financially free just like you. But here we are on Microsoft, the first one on this list. Now, Microsoft was performing fairly well. They was doing good. They had an earnings call, and then they had a big pullback, and it's pulling back to one of our buy zones right here. This is a support zone. I had a hard time breaking below right here, and then right now it's pulling back to this buy zone right here. So I like Microsoft in this zone, but we're going to draw out some trend lines. If we draw out this line right here, all the way from the top, make it touch as many points as we can, you guys can see that this is a downtrend for Microsoft. But as a long-term trader, this would be a good area to pick up some shares on Microsoft. But if you just want to swing trade Microsoft and as a bull run, you might want to wait until they break this downtrend line, retrace this back, and then continue to take off. But I'm a long-term investor inside Microsoft. Microsoft have stock buybacks every single year. I'm talking about $500 million worth of stock buybacks. They buying back their shares. So if there's less shares of Microsoft out there, guess what happened to my shares? It makes my shares more valuable. So Microsoft do stock buybacks every single year, driving up the price of their own shares. And I love buying inside Microsoft whenever I can see it on the dip. And right now, Microsoft has been at this good level right here for a good little minute. The next level that I will buy Microsoft at will be in this zone right here, where it came down, touched, got rejected. Came down, touch, and got rejected. This is around the $389 price point. And then the next price point I will buy Microsoft would be down in this area right here. So I will buy Microsoft at 408, buy Microsoft again at 375. So I will buy $100 right here, buy $200 right here. If it fall right here, I will buy $400 worth of Microsoft as an example. I might, if Microsoft fall to 374, I might buy a lot more than just the $400. But that the first one on the list is Microsoft. The next one would be Tesla. Now Tesla, I will be buying up shares of Tesla as long as this is my trend lines right here. This is my trend lines I drew on Tesla. This is a trend line up. This is a trend line down. This was a support zone. It's breaking this. So now it's looking that I would pick up Tesla at around this yellow 200 EMA line, which will be around $345. So I will go in, start to buy up shares of Tesla at $349. So I'll buy 100 shares right here at this zone. Hopefully it bounces off of this and then break this downtrend line. But I would not be super bullish on Tesla until Tesla breaks this downtrend line. But I will start to dollar cost and pick up some shares of Tesla as it's pulling back. The next buy zone on Tesla will be this area right here at $275, $276. I'll go in and pick up more shares of Tesla at this price point. And then the next price point will be in this area down here at around $200. I will pick up shares of Tesla. Oh, Tesla's not pulling back to $200. It was $200 before the election, guys, and nothing fundamentally changed about Tesla at all. Nothing fundamentally changed about Tesla at all. Yes, a couple more laws might be passed because he's buddies with the president. A couple laws might be passed, but so far, nothing fundamentally has changed about Tesla since the election at all. So I mean, just the news, the price been running up on news, but eventually it's going to pull back. And when it do pull back, that's when we're going to go in and buy up some shares because it ran up and then it pulled back because nothing fundamentally changed about the company at all. The next one, of course, is AMD. Now, I'm not only going to bring you stocks that's pulling back. I'm not only going to bring you stocks that's pulling back. I'm going to bring some momentum stocks that's actually doing pretty good. Now, AMD right here, I've been buying. This is my next buy zone on AMD. It's in the zone. We had it rejecting back here back in 2023. Got rejected, and then it broke above, and then it uses this gold zone as a support. Didn't want to fall below. Went through all of my zones right here. So $100 or $99. So this is my next buy zone on AMD. I do believe in AMD that it's going to do really good. I thought they had a doggone good earnings report. If you ask me, they had a good earnings report, but the price still dropped. Don't know why the price still dropped, but AMD at $99. It hasn't been at $99 in quite some time, all the way back in 2023. But yeah, I'm going to be buying up shares of AMD at $99. Then the next price point I'll be buying AMD is at $84. So that's AMD. I'm loading up on AMD right now currently. So that is the next one. So that's three stocks that has been pulling back a little bit. Let's look at some that has been taking off. And we're going to look at Sound, S-O-U-N. Now, Sound is a AI type of company play. Now, the reason I'm looking at Sound is because it did break a 3 touch point downtrend line. 3 touch point. Here go 1 touch point right here. 1. Another touch point right here. 2. And then another touch point right here. 3. So it has a 3 touch point play system, and it broke that downtrend line right here. And then it was also at a support resistance zone right here. So it broke out of this area right here. This would be a good area right here to start to swing trade Sound. Now, I'm not going to say Sound is going to take off and do just amazing. With the news that has been coming out in the economy, a whole bunch of stocks could have a pullback, but this is a very good setup. You guys know that a 3 touch point trend line setup for me is an A+ trend line. It's an A+ setup for me. It broke this downtrend line, and you could go in with an easy risk to reward right here. You could get in right here, have a short risk to reward back to a little bit low, this support zone right here, and hopefully ride it all the way back up to one of these recent swing highs right here. You guys could take a 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio on Sound, or you could just take it back up to this recent swing high right here, and that's around a 1.7 risk to reward ratio on Sound. So Sound is looking like a good setup because it did break a 3 touch point downtrend line. The next one is Bros. Yes, Bros is back on the list. Bros has it's just been going insane. And if we do just draw this trend line right here to where it has been recently coming down and just right there, it's been staying true. And Bros most recent earnings is coming up very, very soon. So I'm not going to be buying Bros right now. I'm going to be waiting into the earnings report. It is overbought right now. So if Bros do pull back to this zone or pull back to this yellow line, that's where I'm going to go in and buy up more shares of Bros. Right now, I'm holding off on Bros until it makes a decision on what it's going to do after the earnings report. The next one is Hood. Now, Hood is going crazy dumb. All right, we made profit on that. Let's clear this up a little bit. All right, so Hood has been going crazy over the last year. It's been trending up very, very fast. Their earnings report is coming up as well, so we're going to see what Hood is going to do with their earnings report. I do have a couple of support and resistance zones on Hood, but it has been trending up. This was one of my support zones, resistance zone. It came up to $42, got rejected. Came up to $42, got rejected. Came up to $42, got rejected, and then it finally broke through, and then it got rejected right here. So remember, if it got rejected 4 times, guess what? It's probably going to become a support zone. Got rejected right here, got rejected, broke above. So this probably going to become a support zone. And then we're also going to be paying attention to this trend line on Robinhood. So $52 is a buy zone for me. Then the next buy zone on Hood would be around $43, $42 on Robinhood. So as long as they're inside of these 2 support zones, that's where I'm going to go in and buy up shares of Robinhood. The next one on here is Cava, C-A-V-A. Remember, see, these are trending up, right? Trending up. Now, Cava broke a 2-point trend line. 1 touch point right here, 2 touch points right here, and then kind of a touch point, but this is where it broke through. And then it started to trend above the 200 EMA line. So Cava has broke this trend line and started to trend back up. So Cava over the next couple of days, I'm going to be loading up on Cava. Cava over the next couple of days is going to be doing pretty good. Their earnings is also coming up, but not for some time now until the end of February 25th. And we can draw another support zone another trend line on Cava. From the bottom right here, it got 1 touch point, 2 touch points, and then this might be either the 3rd touch point and continue to trend up, or it could break this and then trend all the way back down to this 200 EMA line. If it do, that's when you go in and load up on some shares of Cava, because it is showing a little bit of a divergence right here. We come right here to this trend line and draw it right there. It's going down, and if we go back to this exact zone right here and draw it, it's kind of going up. So it's a little bit of a divergence, not too much. But on Cava, it could continue to trend up and all the way up until this next earnings report. The next one on the list is HIMS, H-I-M-S. They're coming out with the Ozempic, baby. They're not coming out with Ozempic, but they got something like Ozempic that they're selling that's making them a whole bunch of money. This was, once again, you guys could see it, a resistance zone. Had a hard time breaking above, pulled all the way back. Finally broke through. So if it pulls back to this support zone right here, it's going to make a lot of money. But HIMS, listen, they have been putting out, hey, if you want to lose weight, use HIMS. And they've been killing it. I'm talking about it's getting mailed to your house. You don't even have to go to the store. HIMS has been doing extremely well. I think they're going to kill their earnings report. Hopefully they kill their earnings report, because I already have enough shares of HIMS. If HIMS do good, I don't need to buy more shares of HIMS. The only way I'll buy more shares of HIMS is if it pulls back to this $34 price point, or pull back to this 200 EMA line of around $26. That's when I'll buy more shares of HIMS. They've absolutely been killing it. And then the last one on this list, number 9, which would be Apple. Now, Apple did come back to one of our golden buy zones right here. We've been buying Apple. It finally broke this downtrend line. It had the big push up. It had to pull back. And we're going to be buying Apple for the rest of our lives until it's time for us to pretty much give our portfolio to our kids. But yes, I'm going to be buying Apple. And right now it's at an amazing buy zone. It's in this zone right here at the 228, and then the next amazing buy zone of Apple is at 221. So as long as I'm picking up Apple underneath its all-time high, you guys will be getting Apple at a pretty doggone good price. It's not overbought, it's not oversold. It's right around the 50 on the RSI, which makes it a pretty good deal, a pretty good steal. So Let me know down in the comment section which one of these 9 stocks is your favorite that you're probably going to be picking up this upcoming week. Even though some earnings are coming up, let me know which one is your favorite down in the comment section. Guys, if you do want technical analysis like this all the time, consider joining the Patreon. I post that inside the Lucid Dreaming role. I post what stocks and stuff I'm buying inside the Lucid Dreaming role. But if you do want to learn how to sell options, the wheel strategy, watch those videos. That is inside of the Dream Team. Only a couple of spots left. If you do want to join the Dream Team, I'm not trying to have that one so big because I want to keep that one small and intimate so that I could reply to every single person comments and concerns and walk them through every single step. So it costs a little bit because I want to keep it small. So if you are able to join that, go ahead and join that while you can, while spots are open, because they are limited. But other than that, guys, thank you for making it to the end of this video. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and that subscribe button because it helps me out more than you guys can possibly even imagine. Drop down which one of these 9 stocks is probably the best one, the best setup, down in the comment section. Can't wait to see what you guys say. Go ahead and subscribe to my second YouTube channel, the Dream Green Conversations, where we're talking about, you know, the economy is falling, everyone's going broke. That one's doing pretty good. Quiet quitting, house hacking, trucking, side hustles, how to make money, and all that stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, that link is also going to be down in the pinned comment section. But other than that, guys, I'm Zeke, bringing you the Dream Green Show, and I'm out. Peace.